Welcome back to Make It Make Sense. I am your host, Bottles and Beers. Today we are going to go into something a little different this time. This one is actually kind of disturbing. It's going to be an episode about epic blind buy fails, mainly done by me, yours truly. I could just name this one Jacking for Beats. If you grew up in the 90s, you know what that reference means. Keep it locked. Let's hop right into it. Pow. All right, like I stated in the intro, basically going to be talking about epic blind buy fails, and the reason why these blind buys was a fail. It's it might shock you, because for one, I enjoyed the smell of all three that I'm going to talk about. Very nice fragrances, but here's the catch. So we're going to start this one off with, from the house of Nikos, we have Sculpture Homme. Now, some of you might know where I'm going with this. I actually picked this fragrance up because I was looking at a different fragrance from a different house, but I will talk about it shortly. And someone in the comments said that they are glad that they already had this fragrance before they spent that money on the fragrance that I'm speaking of. So when I read that comment, I was like, what could he possibly mean by that? All right, so remind you, this at that time when I bought this, I purchased this for maybe $17.99. Okay, so I mean that's cheaper than some samples. So the price wasn't a problem. I ended up ordering it just because of that statement that was made in the comments. When I received this fragrance, I did enjoy it, especially for the money. But it wasn't one of those. It wasn't one of the ones that you say it smells good for the price. No, this actually just smelled good. It was a fougere fragrance, heavy on the lavender, had some sweetness to it. You can get like a floral aspect to it, but not too feminine, nothing like that. Kind of slight soapy, but more vanillic than soapy. You know, had this creamy texture to it. Very aromatic. All in all, it was a decent scent. A pretty good scent, especially for the price. Let me say that. So time goes on, and I keep hearing about, before I go there, the perfumer behind this is, I believe his name is Michael Aromack, or Mitchell Aromack, but I want to say Michael. Let's roll with Michael Aromack. So moving forward, I say maybe a year ago passed, and I'm watching another YouTuber, one that I respect highly, because just in case if you end up seeing this video, no knocks towards you at all. I respect this guy wholeheartedly. I continue to watch his videos, but he kept stressing about this one particular fragrance from the house of none other than Bond Number 9. And that fragrance being Lafayette Street. Now, bear with me, guys, because I just came home from work and I'm like, let me shoot this video. I've been hinting at me saying that I was going to shoot a video about this, and I never did. So I'm like, let me do it now, just get it out the way. So ran across, there was a sale going on, I believe, at Fragrance Buy, and I was pretty amped up about that sale. I even have a buddy of mine that also purchases a lot of Bond Number 9, so I told him about the sale. We both end up purchasing this same fragrance. So let's fast forward. About a week go by. Fragrance shows up at my door. Come home from work, can't wait to get it. Upon opening the fragrance, I totally forgot about the Sculpture Homme from Nikos. I totally forgot about the comment that was made I didn't think anything about it. It's just one of those deals that you don't think too hard on something like that. And when you finally get something that you want, a fragrance that you want, you just want to see what it smells like. So upon opening it, I sprayed a test strip first, I believe. Either a test strip or my hand. And I was like, this is good, but I was immediately upset. Why? I said, man, what the hell is that smell? I know this smell. And that's when my mind went back in time. And it's like, you've got to be kidding me. Now, I'm searching for this bottle of Sculptor Homme now. But, you know, I have not a huge collection like some of the other YouTubers out here, or other fragrance reviewers, should I say. All my stuff is bought with my money. I don't get free bottles or nothing, but I have a nice size collection. So I'm not going to say that I was searching for Sculptor Homme. I was searching for which one is the one that smells like this. So I'm trying to think of it, and I'm trying out different fragrances, and then finally it dawned on me what it was. Well, just so happened I actually gave this fragrance to my son and let him have it. So I run upstairs, I get the fragrance from him. Go back downstairs, I smell the Sculptor. I'm pissed. Okay, I am pissed. First thing I did was text my buddy, and he say he received his. He loved it. I told him why I'm in a dilemma on why I can't enjoy the scent. It was one of those where all he could say was damn, because he didn't smell Sculptor. All he know is he got the bar number 9 he wanted, and it smelled good. So shouts out to him. DJ, you know who you are. But fast forward. Do I like the scent? Yes. The problem I have is when people talk about clones, dupes, Middle Easterns. What do you do when a designer fragrance clones another designer fragrance? Or in this case, what do you do when a niche brand clones a designer brand or niche brand? Because I'm not even really sure if Nico's falls into the designer, indie, or niche brand. I'm not sure. Moving forward, I'm saying a year ago past, and I'm one of those that can call themselves a blind buy king. I know a lot of us call ourselves that in the different groups. We call ourselves that on YouTube. But the thing is, we all call ourselves that because we tend to do that a lot. Me personally, I do it at least 94, 95% of the time as far as my collection. At least 95% of my collection is blind buys, believe it or not. Minimum 92%. Minimum. Okay. Sue me. But yeah, so fast forward about a year. I'm watching, you're not gonna believe this, because now it's about to seem like I'm taking shots at this YouTuber, and I'm not. I promise you I'm not. But this is my guy. But he's doing a video, and he's talking about fragrances, budget fragrances that smells very good, especially for the price. And he brings up one, and no lie, I blame myself. I don't blame him for nothing. This bottle caught my attention. The problem with my collection, I do not own not one red bottle in my entire collection. So, needless to say, we're gonna go to the house. Let me wipe this off a little bit. We're gonna go to the house of Dunhill, and this is Desire. Out of all the ones that he was talking about, the color of this bottle stood out. Why? I have way too many fragrances to not have not one red bottle. It's ridiculous, I know. So I ordered it. $20. Red bottle is Dunhill, so I'm pretty sure it's decent. I do own 2 other Dunhills, I believe. So yeah, let's roll with that one. Lo and behold, I go to smell it. Listen, guys, you can't make this shit up. Same perfumer, Michael Aromack. This was made, or this was bottled, or whatever you want to call it, in 1995 or 96. The same perfumer will turn around and make this, Dunhill. We have Nico Sculptor, we have Dunhill, Desire, Michael Aromack. Exact same fragrance. I didn't bother going through notes and anything like that, because let's say if I wanted to reproduce something, I wouldn't put the same notes out. Or I can use 2 raw materials to make a certain accord, and then use 2 different raw materials to make that same accord. Then when I show you the notes, yeah, they're different, but they're really the same. So I didn't even bother doing that. With these fragrances, but let me get back to 1995 or 96, 2000. I didn't even look this one up, but I believe this was 2017. Let me know in the comments if I'm correct or wrong on that. But 2017, I believe. Guys, these are, to me, let me say to me, because I'm not trying to get sued or anything, or I'm not even trying to take shots at a perfumer or a brand. I do like these brands, so it is what it is. To my nose, if someone was to walk past me, I wouldn't know the difference on which one they're wearing. It's just that simple. Real quick, notice these accords, or the similarity in these accords. Listed on Fragrantica. Let's be clear about that. But they're not 100% identical, but they're close enough. Listen to these. So with the Nico Sculptor On, you have citrus, white floral, amber, aromatic, vanilla, sweet, fresh, spicy, warm, spicy. With Desire, you have citrus, vanilla, fruity, rose, fresh, woody, powdery, musky, green, fresh, spicy. With Bond Number 9, Lafayette Street, you have amber, vanilla, fruity, aromatic, floral, citrus, woody, musky, fresh, spicy, fresh. Yeah, sure. I can say, quality-wise, this is where it gets tricky. Sometimes your brain can tell you, since this was $17, you could smell some kind of, nah. Your brain can say, well, this one was a little bit more, and it has more of a freshness to, nah. And then it definitely tell you, well, this costs about $250, maybe $300 more than the previous 2. And see, well, that's why it wears much better. It's more fluffier. And do I believe that there's better quality ingredients in this one? Yes, because a part of me do feel like this one, you don't feel the stuffiness that you can feel with the previous 2. But is that in my mind, or is that truly something that's happening? This one feels like, I mean, it's very airy, but yet it still has a potency to it. Don't think that when I say airy that I'm saying it wears light or it's a skin scent. It projects very well. The quality is immaculate. I do give it that. The other 2, to me, they feel a little heavier on the skin. But again, it's that my mind telling me that because I know the price difference. I'm gonna let that be up to you guys. I just wish that there has to be a way to, well, there is a way. Sample things first. Try your fragrances out. Because if this wasn't a Jacking for Beats type of scenario, I don't know what it is. I literally have 3 fragrances, 3 different companies. Oh, by the way, for some reason or another, maybe you guys can help me out with this. I cannot find a perfumer for this one. Now I'm willing to bet it's Michael Aramac. And maybe after doing these two, he said I'm not throwing my name on another one. And if that's the case, I don't blame him. I mean, can you really blame him? No. But I have 3 fragrances here. $17, $20 to $25, $300, maybe $250-ish when I purchased it, or where I purchased it from. And they're all the same fragrance. I'm sorry, take that back. They all smell like the same fragrance to me. Just to me, maybe not to you. That's a disclaimer. This is my opinion. Strong opinion. Very forceful opinion. The exact same scent to my nose. That's all I got. Now, just sitting here smelling these, I kind of wish I wasn't wearing nothing right now, but I do, and that what I have on now, it's still projecting like crazy. But I might end up wearing one of these tomorrow as my scent of the day. Who knows? But I just wanted to throw that out there to you guys. If you like this content, hit that like button, share, leave a comment. Let me know if any of you all experienced any of these fragrances. Is there anybody else out there that noticed the same thing? And I appreciate you all watching. Until next time, take it easy. Pow. I'm out. Peace.